feeling that I had arrived. I'm now 50 years old. I gained a feeling of self-confidence that I didn't have before. I knew I could be able to deal with myself in any situation because I was 50. I had experience more than most people. I was a corporate person. I was a mother. I did volunteer work. I did a lot. I lived alone for many years. I did a lot of things um, in my life that gave me a feeling of confidence. And I had learned to like myself and accept myself for who I was and the woman I had become. And since then, I think, if anything, my life has gotten more relaxed, easier. I don't have the work structure. My work really is independent. I work when I choose to work. Um, I have more time to travel, to go on vacations, to enjoy the things that I really didn't have time to do when I was younger. And I also think the older you get, the more emotionally and psychologically, and certainly for us financially secure one gets within themselves and their environment. So to me, elderhood is a ridiculous state. To me, it's a sign of maturity. And as you said before, learning to accept and like yourself and the person that you have evolved into. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Father?
Well, since I didn't get married until I was an older person, and elderhood has changed me in several ways, both bad and good. The bad part originally was I hated walking down the street and becoming invisible to younger people. I always, as a younger person, would draw attention. We would make eye contact, and I noticed as I was getting older, I was just invisible, and that bothered me immensely. That was the negative part, but then having a partner for life made aging an educational experience and an experience that I, for the first time, was able to rely on somebody. I always felt the buck stopped with me in everything, business, personal life, and it was great having a partner that I could rely on to share my life financially, personally, emotionally, and being a parent. So it's been a wonderful experience growing old with your mom. I'm gonna cry.
Next question.
Just so you know, that we read an article in class towards the beginning, middle, about ageism and how it's a real ism, as in racism. I think I shared this with you, and how like
Prejudice.
it's a prejudice, and how people really, yeah, really treat and perceive
Yes.
elders differently, what negatively, or I mean positively as well.
People will give up their seats on the subway to us because we're so old.
I hated that, by the way, but the positive, of course, is that you get to see.
And God forbid somebody asks me if you're my granddaughter, I'll kill myself.
Yeah. So I guess I mean, I guess that really sums up my question about your feelings about elderhood and how you feel about it, and my feelings and what I've really learned about elderhood, and how my feelings about it have really changed like throughout this course. Because I think my vision really has changed, definitely through reading the book, and watching you guys and how much you do given, you know, your age, although age is really just a number, but, you know,
You do know that there have been times we've had to push ourselves so we act young. At times, like when you wanted to do things, physical things, I never wanted to say. I get too sensitive. I never wanted to say no. I wanted to keep up with the other parents.
Not me, I would have said no if it was something I didn't want to do.
Boy, it
But
strikes some emotional chord.
But the one thing that I will say about this stage in my life is that I value my life. I value time. I thank God for every day He grants us, because I know we're here. It's a gift to be here, and we don't know how long we're going to be here. And I have such a drive to try to do as much and get the most out of every single day, and not push off for tomorrow what could be done today, because tomorrow we don't know if we're going to have tomorrow. And that's one of the things that I have that has really hit me as I have gotten older.
It's also better than the alternatives.
We talk about being afraid of stuff like
Yeah, no, it's the irony is I've never been afraid of dying. I never think about it, which is my personality. I really don't tend to think about negative things, and I'm so happy to be able to do the things that I can do, sports and being active, building a business, and I'm really happy at this stage of my life that I've learned a lot, that I've grown and raised a wonderful daughter, and now I'm ready to kick ass and go into